Hi, this is Edward Troxel, and in today's video we're going to look at one of the tools that we mentioned in the What is Scripting video called the Stereo Split tool. What it will do is take a single stereo file, split it across two separate tracks, and then set one side to be the left side and the other side to be the right side so you can pull each side off separately as needed. So let's see how we can do that. For this script, we'll start with the selection script that we used in the last video. Then we can take all the events that are selected, and those are the events that we'll process. For this example, we are going to start with a single audio track. We're going to put a WAV file on that track, and we are going to select that one event, and that is the event we are going to be working on. So, let's go back and look at our code. We will get rid of this track selected condition. And now we can start looking at what it's going to take to find that event, which we've already found because this event is already selected. So all we have to do here is if my event dot selected. So at that point we know that we found the event. So let's go ahead and get rid of this line since that was part of the last script. And now we are going to work on just the selected event. The first thing we are going to need to do is add a new audio track. To do that, we need to create an audio track. So let's create a variable called audio track. And this is going to be our left track. And then we're going to create a new audio track. We're going to give it the same index as the current track, which means it's actually going to go above that track. My track dot index, and we can give that track a name. And let's call this one audio left. Now that the track is created, we have to add it to the actual project. To do that, we'll go to My Vegas. And we go to Project, we go to Tracks, and then we are going to Add, and then the track we are going to add is L track, the track we just created. Now I'm going to throw an update UI command in here, just so that the Vegas UI will be updated. For the left track, we want to change the pan on that track to -1. In other words, all the way to the left. Now let's set up a new audio track. For the current track, let's call that R track. For this, what we have to do is take the actual track and tell our script that it's actually an audio track. So we'll change it to type audio track, and we're going to reference my track. Then we're going to change the R track dot pan all the way to the right. Now our two tracks are set up, but our left track is still empty. So what we need to do is copy the event from the right track to the left track. So we need to create a new track event. Let's call it my new event. And we are going to take my event and copy it. And we are going to copy it to L track, our new track that we created. And we are going to start it at the same time as the old event started. So now we have a left track, pan left, a right track, panned right, an event on both of those tracks, and now let's set it so that the left one is only using the left channel and the right one is only using the right channel. So we need a new audio event. Let's call this L audio equals, and this will be an audio event, and this is taking the audio event of the left one, which is my new event. Then we also need an audio event for the R audio, and that's going to be, change this to audio event of our event that we started with. Now for the left event, we're going to take L audio and look at the channels. And then we are going to change that to channel remapping dot disable right. Then for the R audio, we're going to go into channels, to channel remapping dot disable left. And then to clean things up a little bit, let's group these two together so that if you move one of them, you will move both of them. To do that, I first have to create a new track event group. I'll call that GRP equals new track event group. Once the group has been created, we have to add it to the project. So we'll go to myvegas.project.groups.add, and we want to add GRP. Next, we need to add our two events to that group. So we'll have grp.add, and we will add my event. Then we go to grp.add, and we're going to add my new event. And then let's change both of those to not selected. My event dot selected equals false. My new event dot selected equals false. And then let's build this. Now back in Vegas, we have our event on the timeline. The event is selected. So let's go to Tools, Scripting, Run Script. We'll choose our test script. Now we have two events, one on each track. If I move one of them, they both move. And then if we play them back, let's just pick an area over here with some good sound on it. We'll hit play. If I mute the top one, we have right only. If I move the bottom one, we have left only. So as you can see, with a quick little script, we can easily be able to change any stereo clip on the timeline to be two mono clips, one showing the left side, one showing the right side. Please sign up at www.jetdv.com and subscribe on YouTube to get further notifications on when new videos are presented.